Good afternoon. My name is Jay Fleming. My wife and I recently picked up a Vinyl Express R31 vinyl cutter, and it came with the Vinyl Express LXI Expert software, which is from the same manufacturer as the Flexi software, and I believe from the tutorials that I've seen, most of the controls are basically the same. I also saw a tutorial from the Rhinestone World they did a two-color vinyl car decal that says Baseball Mom. As you can see here, I basically tried to duplicate exactly what they did, but using the LXI Expert software. The controls are not quite the same as the Corel Draw they were using, so it took a little bit of effort to figure out exactly how to duplicate it. Not necessarily trying to rip off their video, but it's easier than trying to use your own wording and whatnot while trying to figure out what controls do what within this software to generate the right outcome. So I wanted to share a tutorial with you guys showing basically the same steps within this software that it takes to duplicate that sticker. What you see is essentially how the Rhinestone World sticker came out, and the colors are irrelevant. They were using silver over pink glitter for the final product, but for all intents and purposes, the red on black works fine to display on the screen. So we will get to it. The baseball font is Impact, the same as in their video. Mom is a brush script, again, same as in their video. Obviously the words can be changed to suit what you need. Baseball dad, football mom, softball, etc. So we'll get started, and hopefully this will help you guys out if you're having a little bit of difficulty getting started with this software and figuring out some of the basic steps, but that actually generate a pretty quality outcome. So, and I'm actually having to video record the screen, so you may see my hands come into the picture. So we'll start by getting some text using Impact font. Just start from the beginning with that. This is all caps. Go ahead and do the mom in the brush script. Only first letter capitalized. Resize baseball as needed. Same for mom. The baseball in the tutorial, as you can see in this script, has a distortion to it. They used, in Corel Draw, it's envelope distortion, but in the LXI Expert software, it's just simply distort. Then you can select over here, it's called a squeeze, and you can adjust your control points. I screwed that up. Got to make sure the cross is over your control point, otherwise you will do what I just did. So make it how you see fit, and go over here and click the green check mark. Now we want to add a drop shadow to this, so we'll go to Effects and Shadow. Drop is the option you want here, and then you want the offset surround drop shadow, the last option in the drop down right here. You want to set your horizontal and vertical offsets to 0 to get the desired effect, then you can change your width to whatever suits you. If you don't like having these windows in your drop shadow, you can make the distance large enough such that they disappear on their own. Almost. There. Now the windows are gone and we have a decent size shadow around our word baseball. Or if you want it to be a little bit thinner and you end up with the windows in there, that's fine. Just click the green check mark. Apparently the preview didn't show it correctly. So anyways, there's the drop shadow. It's actually connected to the word baseball, but you can go up here to effects and separate shadow, and now your shadow is a separate entity. And now we'll do the same thing with the mom. Since the word is a little bit smaller, we'll use a smaller drop shadow. Now clicked on that too many times. Now we can go up here in effects and separate shadow again. Now you can see the mom and the shadow are separate entities. We can align the two items. Move the mom up to where it overlaps first. Now arrange and align vertical center or Control 7 if you've got a better memory than me. And now in order to make the mom cut out the letters in the baseball, we can select the drop shadow here and the baseball there, and go effects, combine, and remove overlap. The word mom actually fell behind the red there, so just right click, order, and to back. So now everything is as is. You can combine both reds, so you've just got one entity. You can either group them with arrange, group, and group, or effects, combine, and weld. And now the red is all one item. When you do the remove overlap, it'll actually make all of these letters an individual item. So we need to go in here and select all of these. Then you can select the mom, and we can group those just to make everything easier to grab. So now we've got this sticker. Obviously we can fix the colors to match the other one. So there we go. That sticker is complete, and like I said before, you can change the words if you want, and the squeeze deformation will allow you to actually put a dome on top of this and the bottom. You can't control sorry about that, you can't control the individual control points separate from one another, so if you adjust the top, it automatically adjusts the bottom. But there are other excuse me, there are other distortion methods that you can use if you prefer a different shape to your maul. I'm sorry, to your baseball or to your base word. And obviously you can do some distortions or other effects to your overlapping word if you prefer. So then, if you want to cut it, I don't have a cutter connected right this minute, but it should allow me to go through. And see what it's going to look like. So here's what the black would look like if we were to cut it out, and the red. So then those would be done. You could add registration marks here. Go over here to registration mark. I like the diamond myself. Put one there and there. You can align those if you prefer, but really registration marks, once you've got 2 layers, it doesn't really matter. So there you go. Now you can cut that out, have a 2-layer sticker, and I'll be doing more tutorials using the LXI Expert software, showing how to create a similar design that you may have seen in CorelDRAW or Adobe Illustrator, but can't quite figure out how to transfer that over into LXI. And it makes sense to do as much as possible within one software, so you're not having to do your graphic in one and transfer it to another software, and hopefully some of your design does not get lost within the translation. So I'm trying to figure out as much as I can about this LXI Expert to make it most user-friendly for me and my wife as well. So if there's anything you'd like to try and learn how to do, comment below. And I'm also going to be doing videos on the Vinyl Express R31 cutter. I know there's not too many videos out there really showing operation, and the instructions that came with it were basically useless. So there was a lot of figuring out, which was unnecessary, but I don't dislike the machine. I just wish there was a little bit better documentation. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on that to try and help others out. I think it's a decent quality machine, especially for the money, and ought to give some of the other store brand cutters a decent run for their money that may just happen to have a better backing because of more followers on YouTube and whatnot. So anyways, just check back for more, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.